What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a brand new diecast in the studio. I haven't put it on the rotating base because I wanted to give a small spoiler alert. If you don't want to see one of the diecasts with the advent calendar set, now's the time to go click on another one of my videos. There's like 1,500 diecast reviews. Plenty of content to watch. You're okay with it? Alright, so today's diecast we'll be talking about is the 2024 Advent Calendar Special Kyle Busch Global Industrial Chevrolet Camaro. This is going to be one of the more random Kyle Busch paint schemes, but a true exclusive, and we're going to talk about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop to the review. Alright, folks. Brand new diecast in the studio, and there's a lot to talk about with this paint scheme. And the first thing is that one, it's a cool looking car, don't get me wrong, but I believe it's a little bit inaccurate to the real car. And the reason why is because this diecast was based on a car that didn't run until the fall, and this diecast was produced, I think, maybe February or March, give or take, because that's kind of when the pre-orders, I think, started rolling in for the 2024 set. Anyways, this car ran at the fall Atlanta race, and there was a few changes to the car. There was some different logos. I think this bootleg Nextel Cup Series decal wasn't there. So it's going to be kind of an inaccurate paint scheme, I believe. But regardless, if you're a Kyle Busch diehard, knowing this is a exclusive diecast, you only got one opportunity to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's only in the advent calendar, so if you haven't gotten already, what are you doing, fellas? Highly recommend it. Check and see if Circle B still has it. Of course, you can use that promo code down below if you'd like. But over to the hood of the car, you got Global Industrial. You have kind of this faint blue kind of stars and stripes pattern with the red, but the red is more of a, it's kind of like a, not a cherry red, but it's kind of like a Twizzlers red, if you know what I'm talking about. Go to the front of the diecast, got RCR, got number 8, got a few stars right here. The decal wrap right there is kind of rough, I will be honest with you. Go to the left side of the diecast here, and every time I see that Nexel, is that what it's called, Nexel? It looks almost exactly like the Nextel Cup logo. Cheddar's right there, Global Industrial, Kyle Busch signature. You got your B post decal. Very nice gradient. You can see some blue outlining right here with this window panel. I think it's supposed to be like that. I could be mistaken because it's actually a little plastic or Lexan, whatever they make the windows out of nowadays, that goes over the C-pillar. And inevitably you might see some lines and stuff as, you know, it's pop riveted or something into it. Got the number 8 right there, Cup Series, Goodyear. No small sponsors on the side. Again, this car was on the box cover art, right? So this was a very early diecast or early produced piece, and they didn't run this car until like race 30 out of the 36 races. So you have a car that was kind of drawn up, kind of thought about put in production, maybe with not even 10 races in the season. Doesn't hit the track until, what is it, right at the end of summer. Naturally, you're going to get a few differences in the paint scheme. Get globalindustrial.com on the back end. Number 8, Camaro ZL1 Okuma. Go to the right side of the diecast. Those beautiful metallic wheels. Always look sharp. Go to the top of the car. Number 8 once again. And then you have a very, very sharp gradient. Like that. It's like the gradient kind of, it appears, gets a little brighter, and it disappears as well. I like that touch. And you got Global Industrial. We can supply that on the deck lid. Very, very nice. So for the Kyle Busch collector, this is probably going to be a hard diecast to find in all reality, because this is the only way you can get this paint scheme. I don't think they're going to be making a playoff variant, or not playoff variant, but the Atlanta variant. Obviously, he wasn't in the playoffs. He didn't win the race. So it doesn't really give him kind of a good reason to produce it, or at least put pre-orders up for it. So more likely than not, this will be the only version of this paint scheme in 2024, unless they run it again somehow and wins a race. But if you're a Kyle Busch collector 3, maybe 4 years from now, imagine how rare this car could potentially be. I'm not saying it's going to be rare, but the chance is absolutely there. If I was a diehard Kyle Busch fan, I would not miss out, and I'd make sure I got my copy of this car. Even if you don't even want the other 11 cars, you could just trade them with your friends or something. But get your Kyle Busch diecast reserved, right? It almost pays for itself because someone's going to want the other cars. You feel me? My favorite driver is Chase Elliott. That's very known. And my favorite driver had an exclusive paint scheme in this set as well, the Illumar car. This is an Advent calendar video, so we're talking about the spoilers in this video. I already give a spoiler heads up, so please don't leave any bad comments about that. But my favorite driver had a spoiler, or not spoiler, but a exclusive paint scheme in this set. If I was a Chase Elliott, diehard, which I am, I would want to pick up the set just for that paint scheme alone. So I could imagine a Kyle Busch fan wanting to do the same thing. I would not miss out on this car. I don't know how many they're making of this set, but hey, man, there's only one way to get it. You might as well pick it up now. While it is, affordable, I don't know how many they're making of this set. They could overproduce it till the cows come home, or they could underproduce it, and you're literally digging, scratching, and clawing trying to find it. That is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, this is the little plastic sleeve the diecast comes in, which it gives me a lot of nostalgia to like the Happy Meal days of the early 2000s or whatnot. That is all for now. Diecastbuffet signing off.